Hi ladies, I'm back today. I'm sorry I missed yesterday. I had quite a stressful day and I wasn't able to get to a video. So I'm going to try to double up today and put, you know, two groups of babies on today because I'm trying to make sure I get all the babies in for the Christmas um, season and their videos. So here's a long shot of the babies, and again, they're sitting in front of my crib in the nursery upstairs. And I'm just going to go down the line and show you them. I'll give you a few minutes to look at them on the big picture here. And some of these babies, I kind of grouped them together for, these are my babies made after my son and my husband for Native American babies, but specifically my son and husband. And then two of these babies that you see down here in the bottom, little Valentine and the twins, conjoined twins, they were painted by me. And this little darling here was painted by me and Casey. So I just wanted to show a couple of babies in my collection that I had worked on myself too. So we're going to start here. This baby here is, I call him Spirit Dancer, and he is my son, kind of the age. I'm talking about this baby here. Oh gosh, I gotta reach him hard on. I'm sorry, I'm sitting on the floor. That's not too comfortable. I'm talking about this boy right here. And he's wearing a vintage, really soft, velvety vintage sleeper with I believe it's a bear on it for Christmas. And it says baby's first Christmas. He is a Apple Valley sculpt doll. He was not made by me, but I got him because he kind of looks like my son as he's older. And he is a harder sculpt, but he is really cute. He has this little kind of inquisitive, I don't know how to explain it, but it's a look that my son gets on his face, an inquisitive kind of know-it-all look, if that's, I don't know, a mischievous look. That's what I'm trying to say. He has a mischievous look like my son does often. So that is my son. It's a baby that looks like my son when he's a little bit older, and he's a Kinderland doll. It's made by Kinderland. Right here in the middle, this beautiful boy, he's made to be after my husband, more of my husband's look, because he's got a darker skin tone also. And he was made by the very talented Stephanie Ortiz. And I'm sorry, but anyway, my husband is calling right now. He likes to call when I'm in the middle of a video, so I declined him. So anyway, I'll call him back in a few minutes. But he was made by Stephanie Ortiz, and he is gorgeous. He has gorgeous rooted hair also. And he's wearing a Santa sleeper, as you can see. He has dark brown eyes. So all these babies are going to have, that are made after my son, are going to have dark hair and dark brown eyes, because that's what he looks like. So there is, and I named him Big Thunder, after my husband. That's kind of a nickname my husband has that his dad gave him. And here, right here, I think I've showed you him before. This is my son as a newborn, and he is one of the first babies that I painted. So he may not look as nice and well as the others, but I still love him as he is. And he is the Andy Awake sculpt, and I really love his sleeper. Can y'all see this sleeper? It's a vintage sleeper. Look at that Santa face on the front. It's so soft, and all the green design around his neck and arms. And the feet, can you see the feet? Look at the feet are green too. I love that sleeper. It's a special sleeper that I put on my Christmas. So there is my baby, and he was made after my son when he was about 6 weeks old. So there he is. And my son does have a little chin with a little dimple. He gets that from his father. So there he is. Over here is my son, my baby that's made after my son when he was 2 years old. And he is a long, sold out Battle for Baby sculpt. He's a toddler size. He's 25 inches. And he is just so sweet. And he came to me kind of lightly painted, so I did paint him up some. But he has black ringlets just like my son did. My son had black ringlets and very long lashes, which I need to give him, this baby here, some more lashes. And I call him Chubby Sid because my son's name is also Cindy. So I'll call him Chubby Sid because that's the time when only time in his life when he was chubby. And anyway, he had black ringlets at 2 years old and long eyelashes. So a lot of times people thought he was a girl, but I said, no, he's not a girl. He's just a beautiful boy. And down here is the sculpt is the Conjoined Twins by Chinza. And this sculpt is just amazing. Here, the sleeping one is Comfort. And the awake baby, I'm sorry, I don't like to grab their faces, but that's what I got to do. This is Patience. She has light blue eyes. And they are beautiful girls. I painted them all myself. And here is their painted hair. They have dark black painted hair. And this sculpt is just amazing. I can't say enough about the sculpt. I really love it. And I made them blinged out passies. And they're kind of laying back here. They're not very comfortable, but that's the only way I could get them on here. And they are wearing a beautiful vintage dress. I talked about these vintage dresses that I have saved for Christmas for all most of my baby girls. And it's like a velvet dress. And look at the top. I love this with the holly berries and everything. So there they are. And I would go on and on about this sculpt of how gorgeous it is, but I just don't have time. But it is a gorgeous sculpt. And like I said, I painted this, and I'm very happy with them. And right here is another baby that me and Casey, my best friend, painted together. She painted the first half, like all of his undertones, and she does a fabulous job on undertones and veining and things like that. She painted about half of that, and the veining and the undertones, and then she sent him to me, and I painted the rest. And we're quite proud of him. We say that we make a beautiful baby together. This is me and her baby. And he is the now Bonnie Brown sculpt, Levi sculpt, right? Yeah, Levi. Sorry, ladies, I'm kind of out of it. But anyway, I did a nice technique with his arms and legs. I'll have to tell you about it later, but it's a way to put super glue on the flanges, and it makes them very posable. So that's what I did with him. And he's a sweet boy. He curls up, so sweet. And his name is Valentine. And a lot of these names you will hear are from my ancestors, Valentine, Comfort, and Patience. So there's all those babies. And we're going to switch quickly because I don't want to take up too much time on the videos. I'm trying to do them all together. To my other babies here. This is a corner of some of my bigger babies. And there, you're seeing my wild man. I'm tweaking him right now. I'm working on his eyes a little bit. But I did switch his eyes. He had bright, very light blue color eyes. And they just weren't fitting. They just didn't look very good for him. He's a work in progress, but he is my wild man. He's made after the beautiful ethnic people of the Solomon Islands. That's why I call them Solomon. And they tend to have this very blonde hair, dark skin, and light eyes. And he has light golden eyes. But I'm still working on him. And he has a beautiful dark skin tone, which I love. And he's a big boy. He's a toddler size, about 25 inches. So there's Solomon, all sitting in his bouncer seat, or walker seat. Right here is David Copperfield. He was made by Candy Love Sparkle. He is very unique. He's meant to look like a ventriloquist puppet doll, and I just love him. And look at these eyes. Can you see his gorgeous eyes? He's got gorgeous green side glancing eyes, beautiful painted hair, and his skin is made to look like what is her technique? The crackle technique, like antique dolls. And on his mouth is the lines on his mouth is to look like, his mouth is like a puppet and opens. Here is Briar Rose. She was made by an unknown artist on eBay, and I did touch her up quite a bit, but I love her beautiful light skin tone. She also has beautiful green eyes and long lashes, and she is a pretty big girl. She has her baby shoes on, her socks, and her vintage Christmas dress. So beautiful. And it's a mauve color, and she's holding her bunny. She reminds me of Snow White. Down here is another baby by Candy Love Sparkle. Sorry, ladies, if you can bear with me. I'm trying to show you her whole self. She is a big girl. She's a Ping Lao sculpt. I can't remember the sculpt, but she is a fairy eater. So that's what you see on her mouth. She's got glitter on her mouth because she's been eating lots of fairies. That's her favorite meal. And she's a sweet girl, even though she eats fairies. And she always catches them at night, so I don't see her actually eating them. But I see the evidence of them. Let me show you what the evidence is here. Oh, she's going to fall over. In her hand, here's the evidence of her eating fairies. There's a fairy wing, a little bit of fur and hair in there. She's holding, see it? She's holding the fairy pieces that she was munching on one earlier tonight. So, and like I said, she was made by Candy Love Sparkle. She has beautiful painted hair. You can see that. She was painted by Candy Love Sparkle and also, oh goodness, Lacey Molson. So she was first painted by Lacey Molson, and that's where she's got these beautiful rainbow colors, if you can see that in her skin. And then Erin added a little bit to her painted hair and stuff like that. And she's a beautiful girl. So she was originally painted by Lacey Molson and added some touches. Erin added some touches. And she's pretty full, I think, today. And she's also, look at this green dress that she's wearing. This, again, the velvet type. And look at that collar. Isn't that beautiful? So that's all I want to show you, ladies. I did not want to make this a long video, but I was trying to get as many babies in as I could. So here's my Raggedy Ann. It's not antique, but it's made to look like that. So I just want to show you these pretty babies today, and I will be back tomorrow or later tonight if this uploads, because I want to get these videos done for the babies and for y'all. And just want to show you these for their Christmas attire. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I have a question for you, or you can comment on this video or next video, but what is a Christmas or holiday tradition that you enjoy doing with your family and friends? And I would say mine is going to Christmas Eve at my parents' home. As a child, of course, I lived there, and we had wonderful Christmas traditions. And one of those was we would read, my father reads the story of the birth of Jesus from the Bible every Christmas Eve. And then we also sing Christmas carols. We have a nice dinner. And we open one present from each other. So I enjoyed all of that. That's some of my traditions that I do. And even my son is 16 years old, and we have done that with him at my parents' house all those years. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Please comment and let me know some of y'all's holiday traditions that you really enjoy and cherish. And I will be back soon with more sweet babies. And I hope you having a wonderful holiday season. Talk to you soon. Stay safe and stay blessed.